Hi everyone who is already online. Thank you for joining us this morning for another EXOS at home workout. If it's your first time, if you've not been here before, my name is Di. I'm going to be taking your workout today. We're going to need a couple of things, the regular things, so make sure you've got a bottle of water or a glass of water with you so that you can hydrate today. We're going to get the tempo up a little bit on some of our moves, so you may feel you start to sweat a little bit more. And a towel, not just for that sweat, but also we can use the towel in one of our exercises as a slider. So if you have a tile, the wood, the laminate floor, and the towel will slide, fantastic. If you don't, not to worry, there is an alternative movement. So I hope you're all feeling well. I hope you've hydrated and had a little breakfast this morning. We're not going to waste any further time. If we're all ready, we're going to jump right into it here. You have your equipment. Just want you to have your space, and you're not going to need more than 2 square meters. If you can lay down on the ground, you're going to be good to go. But we'll just start warming up the body, preparing with some movement to drop, hold your knee and your shin, and drive up high into this knee pull. Same on the other side, drop and pull. Goal is to get as tall as you can, and we'll just get a quick 3 on each side. So yes, pull that knee in high and tight, but your number one focus is to pull that knee, to push the ground away to get as tall as you can. One more. And then next, I'm facing you, but I'm going to step into a crossover lunge, across behind, trying to keep my chest and any emblems on my shirt facing forward to you. Back to the top, go the other way. If you have any problems as we're going through the workout, I have some coaches also monitoring the chat box, so feel free to type in any questions there that you have, and someone will be able to answer your question or provide you with an alternative exercise if you're having any difficulties. One more in that cross behind lunge. We're going to go into a lateral lunge. I want you to take a nice wide step, seated low. So think of your butt sitting back down into a little chair behind you. And as if we're below a low ceiling, we're just going to glide then the other way. So I'm not bobbing up and down. I am just going to glide from side to side. The same thing. We're going to get 3 each here. Low and slow. Opening it up. Low and slow. Now when we've done 3 each side, we can rise back up. We'll go into a hand walk. Feet beneath your hips, legs stay as straight as can be. You're going to walk your hands forward. Already get a little stretch there down at the hamstrings. When we get to the end here today, we're going to pull one foot outside our hand and then drive the elbow to the ankle. Push the ground and rotate big to the sky. That hand comes back down. I step back. Butt to the sky, downward dog, and then repeat the other side. So now my other leg comes in, elbow to ankle, big rotation to the sky, hand down, foot back, downward dog. 2 more on each side. So again, we're working in that block of 3. So today's workout, we're going to have 2 different blocks. Each block has 3 exercises. And we're going to work for time. So we're going to be working 30 seconds always. Some movements are more dynamic than others. Some positions we'll hold. Some will move under control. Some will go pretty fast with. When you've done this last set here, downward dog position, squeeze those heels to the ground as you walk back. Want to make sure that your nervous system is firing so that the brain is sending signals quickly to the rest of your body. So we're going to do our 2-inch run, which means first we're going to adopt this base position, butt back, chest up high. On my go, my feet are going to move as fast as possible. We're going to create some thunder, but my arms stay steady and under control. It looks like this. It'll be go. You get the idea. Fast feet, slow arms. We all assume the position. Base, ready, go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. Shake it off. Nice deep inhale. Let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Grab yourself a drink now. I'm going to show you the first 3 exercises. So when we get into this block, we can get right through it with as little pause time as possible. First movement, we're going to go into a split squat position. So we'll start at the ground, making sure your weight is on that front leg. 30 seconds, and we're going to hold 10 seconds just off the bottom. So my back knee is away from the ground, 5 centimeters. 10 seconds, halfway up. My weight is still on that front leg. 10 seconds, just before the lockout at the top. 10, middle 10, top 10. That's movement 1. Movement 2, bear crawl position. Hands and knees to begin with. Then I raise my knees just off the ground. And as if I'm rowing or pulling something to my hip. And down. Pulling to the hip. And down. Alternating. Give a good squeeze. Like you're really pulling it tight to your hip. Alternating sides. 30 seconds. Third movement. Do a little crossover. So from one side of your space, hips cross in front and then return. Cross, return, cross, return. And we're going to stay in that low position and cross our hips. You all had a little drink. I'll start my timer. About a 10-second countdown. So assume your position. Just get comfortable at the bottom, 90 degrees roughly, and go. So just hovering off the ground, 5 centimeters. Probably about 70% of your weight is towards that front leg. Really weird to know what to do with your arms with this one. So you can just hold them on your hips or wherever feels comfortable. And up. And to the top. And switch sides to the bottom. Just off the ground, 10-second hold. Nice and tight to the core. Think of the connection between your ribs and your hips. Come up halfway. Weight to that front leg. Quads start to get a little burn. And then up to the top. Holding just away from lockout. Still with about 70% of your... Shake it off. We go down into the bear crawl position. So remember, hands and knees to begin, knees just off the ground. Hands and knees to begin, knees just off the ground. And go. We're going to roll. We're going to pull to the hip. There's no rush. We're just focusing on maintaining a nice, stable torso. Everything is moving around the shoulders. My hips stay low because my knees are only hovering slightly. Pull and down. Pull and down. We keep going till the end of the 30. There it is. And up. Getting ready to move quick with that crossover position. 3, 2, 1. Switch. Switch. You go at your own speed. But we're trying to keep it as continuous as possible, staying low, flipping those hips. Halfway. Because I'm in that low position, everything I've already done before, my quads are already burning. Switching low. 5 more seconds. Woo! There it is. Short break. Back to the beginning. Round 2. Same thing. Kneeling position. And already I'm in that first point. Just off the ground. You take your break where you need your break. The idea of this workout is to build some work capacity, get your heart rate elevated, really get stuff done. Up to the halfway. Whoo. Hand to the top here. Holding it nice and tight there at the top. Braced. And we can come into the next side. Ready position. This is a great one. Knee just off the ground. If you have some extra weight at home, you want to make it more challenging, hold something with a little bit of weight to put some more load to that front leg. Halfway. Breathe, nice deep breaths. It's a chance for your lungs and your heart rate to recover a little from the previous. To the top, just before lockout, still with that tension on the front side, holding it. And we go right down to bear crawl position, ready to pull. Here we go, pull to your hip. Alternating sides, no rush, no required number on how many pulls or rows you're going to get. More about maintaining that stable position. Breathe in, breathe out as you pull. There it is, 10 seconds. Get ready to cross over fast. Go at your own speed, as maximum, as fast as you can go. You can go slow with a pause to set your position each time, or you can go rapid response from one side to the next in a shorter space. You work with your energy, you work with your room and your space. 3 more seconds. Crossover, crossover. Good stuff. Third round. Kneeling position. Oh, I'm starting the other leg. And I'm up. 10 seconds, just off the ground. 70% on that front side. Straight line here, you see, shows me my weight is going forward. Halfway up. Maintaining that position. Ribs packed down to the hips. Breathe. Towards the top, just before lockout. Remember, you can add weight if you want to challenge yourself on this exercise. And switch. Weight on that front side. Pretty quick, we're getting through this really fast. Just off the ground, 10-second hold. Nice deep breaths. Halfway up. My timer here right in front of me. If you don't trust me, you can trust my timer. Hand to the top, just away from lockout. Weight is still on that front side. 3 more seconds. And shake it off. Down into the bear crawl position. Last set here. Bear hold with a row. Knees up. Let's go. And down. Pull and down. Right to your hip. So your hand is coming back. You're squeezing. It's the morning. You had a juice. If you had an orange, sorry, between your shoulder blades, you're going to squeeze me some juice. Good stuff. Last set on the crossover. Into your base position. Remember, low. That ceiling is about 1.7 meters. We don't want to bob up and down. Switch it. Stay low. Hand switch. Hand switch. Hand switch. Hand switch. Hand switch. Keep it going. Keep it rapid fire. Yeah, it's a burn. And relax. You can shake it off there. That's block one done. Grab yourself a drink. We'll take a minute breather. And we'll get a little stretch in. Those quads should be burning up a little. If you have a sofa and a cushion, raise your back leg, kneel down, just tuck your tail under your body, bring the hip flexor and quadricep into a stretch. Great time now to just breathe, ooh, like me, and grab yourself a quick drink. Nice deep breaths. Just 20 seconds, and then we can switch. Do the same on the other side. It's a short little halftime break. Block two, same concept. 3 movements, 30 seconds each, with just the 10 seconds to transition between each. Whew. So, here we go. 3 movements. Number 1, this is where your towel comes in. So if you have the towel, if you have that slidey floor, you may have done this with me last week. We can either slide in, push up, and control on the way out. If you don't have the slide in floor option, heels 15 centimeters from your butt, we'll just push those hips to the sky, drive the knees forward. Tight squeeze in the butt cheeks at the top. That's number 1. Number 2, push-ups. You can go toes, knees, or elevated position. I'm going to show you the elevated position. So if you have a sofa, for example, we can go full body length into our push-up position. At the top, we touch an opposite shoulder. So it's push up, tap, push up, tap. So I'm getting a little bit of an unstable 2-hand to 1-hand base. That's 30 seconds. And then the last one, we've crossed over side to side. Now we're going to bound. So I'm going to be loaded on one leg, push, stick and stabilize on the other leg. And I can go slow and stabilize each time, or I can get a little bit more of a side to side bound going, more continuous. You do you. Same thing, 30 seconds of each exercise. I'm going to start the timer again. We're going to hit 3 rounds. First movement, down on the ground, towel or not, 30 seconds. Here we go. So you go with your version of those 3 I showed you. But the idea is there's constant tension. So as you slide out or as you lower your butt, soon as your butt hits the ground, you're straight into that next rep. We're working the glutes and the hamstrings just on the back side of your lower body. There it is. Over into your push-up. So you can go full body onto your toes, you can go knees, or you can elevate your position. Just like the bear with the row, we're not going to rush our reps. We want control. So I'm trying to minimize the movement at my hips. Everything is happening at the shoulders. Push the ground as hard as you can. There you go. Into the lateral bounce. Make sure your towel's out of the way so you're not going to fall. Loaded, and go. One side to the next. You go at your speed. If distance is an issue, but you have a higher ceiling, go a little bit higher with your bounce. So pushing up, land low. Make a bigger arch in your movements. Low the whole time. Burning up again on the quads. And shake it off. Back to the beginning on the ground with your towel, with your slides. Here we go. Slide in, push up, control out. Or in and up, control out. Remember, if you don't have the slide, you have the option of just pushing your hips to the sky and your knees forward. Soon as your butt touches the ground, next rep. Over into our front position. Push-ups with taps again. You do you. Modify as you need. Push, tap. Push, tap. Full 30 seconds. Push the ground away from your body rather than push your body away from the ground. To push the floor down. It's going to teach you to push a little bit harder. Recruit more musculature, get more out of your workout. Push with intent. Lateral bounce, that sweat is building. Low and go, your speed. Remember, you can loop it up and down if width in your place is an issue. But you have a little bit more height. If small space, you can just go side to side really fast. Nearly there, 2 seconds. Shake it off, back to the beginning. One more round already. We're going quick today. Heels on. Let's go. Slide, hand control. Power, hand control. I've got my elbows pushed into the ground. Give me a stronger core contraction there. Stabilize through your lumbar spine and your hips. Right over, push-ups again already. 5 seconds, into your position. Remember, still your choice. Let's go. Push, intent. When I tap, it's controlled back to 2 hands. Squeeze the ribs and the hips together. You hear me say that a lot. That's what's going to give you the stability in your core. It's going to stabilize your low back. If your low back is hurting, take it to your knees. Nearly there. Whew. Shake it off. Lateral bounce, final set. You can go big. You can go short and fast. You can go big and fast. Your call. You know what you've got left in the tank. Let's just think about finishing strong. Breathe out as you push. 10 more seconds. Come on, stay with me. All the way through to that klaxon. And shake it off. Again, take a drink. Take a moment to recover. Hope we're all doing fine. We have 4 minutes. Well, we're just going to get onto the ground. Recover. We worked out together. Now it's time to recover together. Rehydrate. Start to take some nice deep breaths. Hope you got a good sweat. I know I did. So glad I got my towel. And we can just again go into that same couch stretch that we did in between blocks. Back foot raised, back knee down. Tuck your tail under. We're going to hold for about 20 seconds on each side. Nice deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep the tail tucked. Alrighty, switch sides. Tuck your tail under. Nice deep breaths. Start to think of the timing of your breath now. So you draw that air in. Try and draw it in through your nose for about 4 to 5 seconds. And then exhale through your mouth for about 6 to 8 seconds. So you want the exhale to be longer than the inhale. We're going to hit the ground next into what we call our Pretzel Stretch. So lay on your side. Take one leg, the top leg, over your body. It looks like our crossover. And grab a hold of that thigh. Grab a hold of your ankle on the bottom. And as you breathe out, pull the legs apart and try and roll that top shoulder towards the ground. And we will just stay there for 20 seconds. Trying again with a nice deep breaths, with an exhale longer than an inhale. And when you've done 20 seconds, same on the other side. Top leg over, grab a hold of that thigh, ankle on the bottom leg. As you breathe out, roll that top shoulder towards the ground. Want to get the thigh separation with the torso rotation. You've done 20, just laying on your back, one leg straight, pull the other thigh towards your chest, and then push your heel to the sky as you breathe in. Breathe out, sorry. Heel to the sky. 3-second hold and release. Bent knee hamstring stretch or hamstring pumps. We're just going to get 3 times 3-second holds on each side. Still working on the breathing. When you've done that first 3, just switch. Same the other way. Feel if there's any differences from one side to the other. If there is, you know you've got some work to do. Identify that area. Last one. Z-sit, 90-90 sit, shin box. Lots of different names for this one, but 90 degrees. I want you to walk your torso around to the side. So you're rotated into the front hip. From here, reach to try and thread through under your arm, and then open and rotate. Thread through just 3 times, thread through and under, open and rotate. One more time, into that front hip, thread through and open. Same then on the other side. Your last one, Z-sit, shin box, 90-90. walk your hands around. So I'm going away from you. So I'm trying to get to the 15-minute mark on my clock. Reach under and through. Open. Rotation. 3 times. And relax. Guys, thank you ever so much for joining us this morning. I hope that was a great way to start your day. The idea, 30 minutes, you feel better when you leave than you did when you arrived. If that's the case, I've done my job. It's a beautiful day outside. Go try and get some fresh air today if you can. Get some vitamin D with this beautiful sunshine. Enjoy your day. Take some breaks away from the desk to get some movement snacks where and when you can. Hope you enjoy. If you have any feedback, please let us know. Thank you very much.